It's a rivalry that defines the sport. One that everyone points to when asked what makes a good or classic rivalry in college football. The Scarlet and Gray against the Maize and Blue. Two diametrically opposed programs who will meet again to continue a rivalry that has had everything from Heisman statements to pepper spray at midfield. The old horseshoe, Ohio Stadium in Columbus, Ohio. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with Ohio State's head coach before the game. He understands everything is on the line in this rivalry matchup. He had a conversation with his team with the conference championship and the playoffs on the line. They have to keep their poise and composure. They can't let a rivalry game knock them off their path. We'll see how composed his team can play today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Wolverines offense that has the first possession of the game. Last time these two met, Ohio State didn't just fight that team across the field. They pretty much knocked them out, stomping Michigan.
Yeah, it was a heavyweight knockout, too.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen to this crowd. On the opening play of the game, the defense picks up a huge sack and they force a negative play. And just imagine, David, being this...
And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
Man, you want to start fast and you're a defense, that's how you do it. Get to the quarterback not once, but twice in a row. You're not letting him feel comfortable from the start of this game. Great execution by this defense.
Oh, pressure's coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. The Wolverines will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. Taken down right away. So Ohio State's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. And you get the idea that he'll be keeping an eye on the kind of day his counterpart is having for their offense.
And I'm just telling you, being around Jesse Palmer all week, these two schools, he wouldn't mind playing for these schools because they develop the wide receiver position year in and year out. They find guys with athletic ability that are playmakers, and it's no different today. Palmer, talk about these two dudes.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. I mean, they fit this game in the tradition of both these schools, putting out All-American receivers, Biletnikoff winners, first-round draft picks at the position, and you've got two of those guys here in this game. They're each going to get a bunch of balls thrown their way. They're both so dangerous after the catch. This is a quarterback's dream to get a chance to play in either of these two offenses. This one's going to be fun.
Trying to slip through and pick it up. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
Hauls it in. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season, and these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And these are the ones that they just add up, and they're so frustrating for a defender. Trust me, I'm a defensive guy. It's just annoying. You get him in third and medium. They're going to pass the football. You play the pass well, but man, does he have a good feel, and he just pulls it down, and it's almost like he knew exactly where he had to get. Smart scramble. Nice job getting the first down.
On the ground, it's Jackson. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. The Buckeyes are facing third and inches. Powers fires inside. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop.
Hauls it in the first down and more. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. The Buckeyes trying to cash it in on first and goal. Zayin looking to get it in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. The run inside. It's Jackson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Buckeyes! The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with second and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Out wide left, it's Marsh.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So nice job by the offensive coordinator, giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up fourth down. And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Under pressure. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in. There's so many great rivalries in college football, guys, but I think this one, because of the disdain and the excellence, sort of rises to the top.
Yeah, I mean, listen, there are great rivalries scattered all around this country. In-state rivalries, interconference rivalries, with great history, great pageantry. But I think what makes Ohio State versus Michigan unique is the fact that more often than not, these are two teams competing for national championships at the end of the year, and this game really does determine the national landscape.
And 19 national championships between the two teams. Late in the year, it always matters. You go back to 2006, number 1 versus number 2. So always disdain, always hate. Don't even call each other by their names. Like, this rivalry means so much to college football.
He's piled up 82 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Fires on the move. He caught it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be second and goal. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Buckeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fights off a defender. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Handoff from the gun. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. There's not a screen big enough to list all the memorable moments from this rivalry, but here are a few of them. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Turns into the pile. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Quick give. It's Jackson. Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. These two first squared off in 1897, and this rivalry is almost like a history of the sport itself.
So much history, so much tradition. I mean, I can go back to 2006 when they were 1 and 2 in the country. You know, like, these games really matter. The uniforms are clean. The athletes are flowing. There's tons of athletes all over the place. This is always a huge showdown.
You think about some of the great coaches that have graced the sidelines in this rivalry. Bo Schembechler at Michigan and Woody Hayes at
Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Throwing, say it, unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. Follows his blocks. It's Jackson. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Quick give. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. A manageable distance on 3rd down as they try to convert from the 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, here on the Michigan sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Rush right in his face. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Not a lot of room to field this one. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, Dave.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running inside, it's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, it's Jackson. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down. Now the offense trying to operate in the red zone. Say it. Rush is on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Now the Wolverines call a timeout. It's their 1st. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And the Buckeyes will come to the line to convert on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Reporting from the Wolverines sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Underwood. Slings it downfield. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Sets his feet. It's Underwood. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Complete in the middle. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7.
And they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Again, it's Underwood. They're all over it. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use a timeout. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Underwood from the gun on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. So they won't get a touchdown, but a chance to put something on the board before halftime. He splits the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Hits inside, it's Jackson. At the 35, he's loose. Good game there, picks up the 1st down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Here he comes with the return. And the returner is stopped. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They open this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people.
He's loose. He's at the 30. The tag. Touchdown, Ohio State. Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the 1st half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues. keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down. The Wolverines will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Straight ahead, it's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Jackson. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Changing the routes with his receivers. From the gun on 3rd down, say it. He's going to run it. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And how about the awareness by this guy on 3rd down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics. And also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that 1st down. It's 3rd. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this 1st. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
The Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Give him 88 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Here's Sayin to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
The give on 4th down. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. The Buckeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Moves the pocket. It's Sayin. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Ohio State is dotting Michigan's eye as the Buckeyes are firmly in control.
And Ohio State, they've let a few get away from their rival at Michigan, and they're trying to get that back. So they came into this one with a chip on their shoulder. They're not always used to being in that position when they play against Michigan. But, David, in the second half here, it's all Buckeyes.
Yeah, and you got to be physical. When you play the Wolverines, you know the type of brand that they play. Ohio State has matched that physicality. They have been ready. They were ready for the game, and they've handled business.
So here comes the Michigan offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Throwing, Underwood. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll move the wide receiver. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Complete to the left. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Bryce Underwood to the air again. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Man, these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson. He's past the marker. At the 45 on his way. Turning on the Jets. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. 1 snap and you've got a touchdown on the board. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Motion from the wideout. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now on the counter. Uh-oh, look out. Enough to move the chains. There's some... Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Michigan!
Well, on that run, he shows you why he's so dynamic. He's got all the tools in the toolbox to hit the home run, David, and they're going to stay patient with him. They know they're not going to score a touchdown every single time they give it to him, but he is that guy that can break the game wide open for this offense. Expect more from him.
Yeah, and then once you start giving it to him, you create that balance on offense. Then you can play action and suck those linebackers up, so it's only going to help this offense make it more two-dimensional as opposed to one. Get the running game going, and then it opens up the pass.
And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They give it to him again. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
fires to the big fella. And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down on that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. On fourth. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
4th and inches anywhere on this field. I don't care if it's in the red zone on your own goal line. If you have their offensive line, I'm going for it, and you just saw it right there. Get it done.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Got the first down. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds a yard short at the 49. And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Finds a crease. It's West. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Right at the line. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. The Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quick give. It's West. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Burrowing for yardage. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll run it. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The game may be the best rivalry in college football, and this year, the Buckeyes will hold the bragging rights. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.